Idealism. Idealism is one of the philosophical roots of education. And we need to study the different philosophies of education because these are our backbone on how we can improve ourselves as being a teacher and as being a human. The main proponent of this philosophy of education, idealism, is Socrates. He is a Greek philosopher in which his way of life, character, and teachings influence the Western philosophy. Plato, what you see on the picture or in the picture is Plato, who is one of the proponents or who is one who advocated idealism. He advocated moral character, which is the goal of idealism. Plato was a Greek philosopher, writer, teacher, public speaker, and Socrates' most brilliant student. He is known for the saying, "Good actions give strength to ourselves and inspire good actions in others." What does it mean? It means that let us spread the goodness, the good actions to everyone. For our good actions bounds to others, inspire others. And if people in the world is one in doing good actions, then probably we could have a peaceful world. So what is idealism? Well, what is most important with idealism is ideas. Idealism perceives ideas as the only true reality. To discover ideas that are everlasting are the distinctive doctrine of idealism. In idealism, between world of matter and worlds of ideas, world of matter is imperfect. Why? Because material things or matter keep on changing. There is no permanent in this world except change. Therefore, when you focus on material things in this world, then you will be failed in searching for the truth. Why? Because in philosophy, if you want to search for truth, especially in this philosophy idealism, if you really want to search for the truth, go for the world of ideas. Because these are what are seen as perfect and eternal. Let me give you some examples. In idealism, mathematics is seen as demonstrating the truth. Why? Because anytime where we go, 2 times 2 is 4. Same with other mathematical sentence. Like 1 times 1, 5 times 5, 6 times 5. From our young age to old age, 1 times 1 is equal to 1, and 5 times 5 is equal to 25. It never changed. The reason why idealism said, if you want to know the truth, search or discover the ideas that are eternal and perfect. So idealism advocates on finding the truth. And how to find the truth? Through the use of Socratic method or the dialectic method. Socratic method is introduced by Socrates. This method is named based on his name, Socrates. So what is Socratic method of learning? It is a method of analysis using questioning approach. In this method, 2 or more groups debate on an issue and analyze the situation. They have different opinions and point of views, but they try to synthesize different point of views and opinions into a comprehensive and logical framework. This is a student-centered method which is used to deliver conceptual knowledge rather than rote memorization. It's student-centered because the teacher asks questions and then the learners discover or find the answer. Socratic method is applicable to all subjects or to situations in which you really want to learn. The reason why, if the child is asking a question, let us be patient in answering their very sincere, authentic question, because this is the beginning of searching for the truth. This is the manifestation that they want to know something. This is an indication that they want to learn. So what are the aims of idealism in education? First, education should not only stress development of the mind, but also encourage students to focus on all things of lasting value. Another important idealist aim is character development, because the search for truth demands personal discipline and steadfast, loyal, devoted character. This aim is prevalent in the writings of Immanuel Kant, William Harris, Hermann Horn, and others. Along with Plato, they believe that the aim of education should be directed toward the search for true ideas. What they want in society is not just the literate, knowledgeable person, but the good person as well. One of the most prominent advocates of character development as a proper aim of education was Immanuel Kant. So idealists always have stressed the importance of mind over matter. Idealists envisions that schools are the intellectual centers of teaching and learning. Whereas teachers guide the students to realize the learner's intellectual potential. But the question is how? By asking probing questions to stimulate consciousness of the students in discovering knowledge. Teachers must be there, guiding learners, asking probing questions to stimulate the consciousness of the students in discovering the knowledge. Another is through guiding the learners, and of course, through mentoring the learners. So the question is, who are the idealist teachers? Idealist teachers are those who believe that the schools are the repositories of eternal truth, which have organized the hierarchical ordered curriculum in education. The curriculum, therefore, should revolve around broad concepts rather than specific skills. And in elementary and preschool education, students are encouraged to develop habits of understanding, patience, tolerance, and hard work that will assist them later when they undertake more substantial studies. In this manner, I really admire Japan because for their early graders, what they teach more is the values. And I think this is one of the reasons why they are now a good example of discipline, which I think the reason why their country is more developed compared to the other countries like our country, Philippines. In idealism, on top of the hierarchy of curriculum are the most important subjects that cultivate abstract thinking. One of those are the what we call as philosophy, the theology, and mathematics. Plato suggested that the state must take an active role in educational concerns and offer a curriculum that leads intelligent students from concrete data toward abstract thinking. According to Augustine, the search for truth is a search for God, and a true education leads one to God. Because God is pure idea, God can be reached only through contemplation of ideas. Therefore, a true education is concerned with ideas rather than matter. So again, in idealism, the top of the hierarchy of curriculum are the philosophy, theology, and mathematics. Idealists believe that thinking and learning are the processes of bringing latent ideas to consciousness. When you say latent ideas, we call it as hidden ideas. Thinking and learning are the processes of bringing latent ideas to consciousness. Mind and logic is encouraged in organizing their lessons. Sabi nga ni Carbalita, sapat nang nasa isip kita. Sabi nga ni Carbalita, sapat nang nasa isip kita. So in bringing latent ideas to consciousness, one of the strategies, one of the methods used by the idealist teachers is what we call as lecture method. Because idealists viewed lectures as means of stimulating thought, that is merely a way of conveying information. To the idealist, the chief purpose of a lecture is to help students comprehend ideas. Idealists also use such method as projects, supplemental activities, library research, and artwork. In fact, some idealist teachers discourage note-taking so students will concentrate on their basic ideas. In this philosophy, teachers should lead an exemplary lives and be models for students to imitate. From the idealist perspective, the teacher's duty is to encourage students to ask questions and to provide a suitable environment for learning. The teacher exercises judgment about the kinds of materials that are most important and encourage diligent study of material that is of more ultimate worth. In this view, teaching is a high moral calling, and teachers should serve as exemplary models, persons after whom students can pattern their lives. Teachers are considered as public figure. Therefore, to maintain your dignity and integrity as being a teacher, be a good model for your students to imitate. Remember that in idealism, character, morality, good behavior is what considered most important. Knowledge is useless without a character. Remember that in idealism, character, morality, good behavior is what considered most important. Knowledge is useless without a character. Fourth, idealist teachers believe that the internet can make the great book accessible to all, but they insist that technology should be the means rather than the end in transmitting knowledge. So, technology, it is just the means. It is just the supplemental material in transmitting knowledge, but this would not end the work of the teachers. As a summary, these are the points to consider for idealism. First, high cognitive level of education should be promoted. Conserve and promote cultural learning. Third, morality and character should be developed to each and every one. Fourth, self-realization is important side of human. And fifth, curriculum, teaching, and learning should be a comprehensive, systematic, and holistic approach. That's all for our lesson. As your output, I really would like you to answer this question. What aspect or aspects of idealism do you agree with and why? Kindly send your answer in our Google Classroom. To make one Hugot line for the philosophy of education, idealism. That's all for this time. Goodbye, everyone. And these are the references that I used in this lesson. Once again, have a nice day.